What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Arcane Nexus. I'm Justin, and this is a timeless message for Rumi Oracle. This deck is by Alana Fairchild, for those who want to know. And I've been just doing this how it comes out. So feel free to check out the other videos. Also, keep in mind that scroll through the channel because there's all kinds of other messages and stuff. Like, it doesn't matter the date. Like, if you're drawn to it, if you feel like you're pulled to anything that you're looking at on my channel, then check it out. Because 9 times out of 10, that's what it's going to be. There's something there for you that you will need to hear for yourself. So, just something to keep in mind. To check out the rest of the videos on the channel. And don't forget to like, share, subscribe. And drop a comment. And let me know how this resonates for you. We're going to see who this message is for. Angels, ancestors, spirit guides. Who's this message for? What zodiac sign is this message going to be for? I felt guided after the last reading, which was for Sagittarius. Saturn, Mercury, Pluto, and Venus came out, and Spirit was really highlighting these. So, I'm not an astrologer. I am learning about astrology, but I'm not through with all that yet. There's a lot to it. So, I do numerology. So, if you want a numerology reading, feel free to reach out. Do something about that. So, some of y'all might be seeing the number 19. 9 1 is 10. We're going to bring that down to 1. So 1 might be a message for you. 15, the number 6, the number 22, the number 16, or 7. Leo. Alright. Messages do you have for Leo, please? Rumi. Angels, ancestors, spirit guides, and Rumi. What messages do you have for Leo at this time? For the month of June. Alright, that was... You got the lion and the deer. The lion and the deer. Number 22. Just said something about 22. So, yeah. Here, so you can see that. Let me see. Let me get you a better view. Yep. All right. Give me a drink of water. The lion and the deer. When you enter the garden of the heart, you become fragrant like the rose. When you fly toward heaven, you become graceful like the angel. If you get burned like oil, you become brilliant. When you become thin like hair in yearning, your joy leads the way. You'll be the kingdom and the king. You'll be paradise and the guardian angel. You'll be infidelity and you'll be faith. You'll be the lion and you'll be the deer. Rumi. Which is awesome because we had the Leo card come out. So definitely, this is for the Leos. You are the lion and the deer. You are bold, fierce, and vibrant, and you are silent, sweet, and gentle. If I should come to you in arrogance, you roar at me until my falsehood quakes in fear. So terrified it gives up the game, and love's conquest happens yet again. If I should come to you in surrendered adoration, open to whatever you may wish, you are so gentle with me. Like a deer, you offer me nothing to fear or resist, so that I too become sweet and gentle, longing to submit to your tender ministrations. So then, I do not fear my own errors, for even if I stumble into arrogance, I shall be made wiser by your magnificent roar and become humble. Even if I become weak, I shall draw succor, evoking the tenderness within you. Whatever is needed to keep me true to the love is what you give me. For you are the holy lion, proud and mighty, and the sweet deer, gentle as the mildest breezes of the spring. Hello, old friend. Do you remember me? We are the oldest of friends. Ancient soulmates we are. Acquainted over many lifetimes. Past and through many lessons, learned together in the school of love. So here we meet again, in this advanced spiritual training of the human experience, with the earth as our classroom. The moment is upon us to leave behind what we have once known, and to open up to the great mystery of life once again. Our souls leapt from the divine oneness through the river of forgetfulness, and now dive into a body and life. What a journey that leap begins. Let us embark on this studious adventure together. Let us honor the tiger and the lamb within each other, the lion and the deer. I can witness in you both the raging warrior who fights with unbreakable honor, and the healer who brings together those things torn apart. Of course, for we are not all things. Or, rather not, for are we not all things? Are we not human and angel, animal and spirit? Are we not heaven and earth? Are we not divine? And in being divine, beings, and being all things are divine. So we are here together in the school of love, not for the soul, who still adheres to preference instead of curiosity, not for the soul who craves comfort instead of devotion to divine adventure. We must be like lovers, you and I. If we are to take these lessons, we must be willing to become mad with passion, crazy enough to chase the great beloved, even if it means forgetting who we are for a time, to have the sacred delight of rediscovery, breaking some rules and looking like fools. Well, what could be greater than becoming a fool for love? That will do for us. That will do well. Let us be fools for love together then. So shall we become study mates. We'll recognize each other, even in all of our varied garbs, bright or somber, wild or gentle. We'll become the most enthusiastic students in the school of love, urging each other on to ever greater feats of passion as well as devotion. How we shall outdo each other in grand gestures and our unwavering commitment. This oracle brings you a special message. You are rediscovering a part of yourself that has been lost or submerged underneath more practical concerns. Of course, if practicality is about survival, then learning to be your true self is most essential and practical. All other paths lead to death of the soul. You are asked to bear the chaos of this rediscovery. It may be that talents from this or other lifetimes are reawakened and cause you some discomfort at first, even though they will ultimately bring you a lot of joy and greater fulfillment. The discomfort may be around how those talents are best expressed, about overcoming shame, guilt, doubt, or even other judgments. It may even be about who you are. If you now admit your talent or other emerging personality traits, perhaps what is being unearthed in you now is darker. Your sacred rage, perhaps. Refusal to accept disrespect in your life. Your inability to tolerate lies and deceptions. Well then, you are the lion. And you are the deer. That is nature. There is to be both in the world. You are not becoming contradictory or hypocritical. You are becoming whole again. The guidance this oracle brings you is that you shall prosper most now if you are willing to unbecome what you have believed yourself to be. It was never really true anyway. That view, at least. It was partial at best, and just a view, an identity, not a genuine reality. Some of your previous sense of self shall likely come with this transition into the fuller experience of your being, and some of that previous identity shall be shed as far as to limiting. It just won't feel true for you anymore. It never did. Any crisis or confusion this brings you shall be temporary fuel to ignite the divine fires that are within. They simmer into your life, cooking you from within, bringing all of your flavors, spicy and sweet, bitter and sour, into perfect balance so that your being, your presence, becomes an exquisite dish served up as a divine feast. You shall become nourishment for the world. In perfect balance, your being will hold all, for it holds all within it. It will deny nothing and become a tonic to feed every taste, every appetite, every hunger, and every deficiency. What an extraordinary sublime meal that you shall be. How your presence shall nourish the world. And it all begins with the shedding, the either and the or, and recognizing instead the all. With such wild permission for unconditional love, you shall thrive in your being. You shall thrive in your beingness, and feed the hungry world with a meal complete, satisfying as well as exquisite. The sacred honoring ritual. Remember to take a deep breath through the nose, out through the mouth. And then you're going to say aloud, Rumi, who loves me unconditionally, bear witness to my declaration now. I honor the spiritual maturity within me that bestows upon my consciousness this sacred task. I have accepted the fundamental goodness of my being. and can now cast aside all notions held of myself and inquire into my wholeness. What nestles alongside this goodness? All, of course. I am unafraid. I honor my heart, and it is big enough to hold all my nature within its graceful light. I witness my darkness with compassion, and I become able to dance with all of my being, light and dark, in graceful acknowledgement of my divine wholeness. The gentle acceptance of all of me now brings me peace. This acceptance allows the divine to live fully through me as a vessel for the great mysterious plan unfolding all upon the earth. With reverence, grace, as well as surrender, so be it. Allow yourself to sit quietly for a few moments and gaze at the image upon the card. Notice the colors, the interplay of light as well as the dark that create the one beautiful image, because this represents you. All light and all dark would have no art at all remaining, only extremes. It is in the interplay of light and dark that enables the living art and progress. This is your soul. To come most fully to life when you are ready. Simply say thank you, and you have completed your monthly ritual. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, drop a comment. Let me know how that hits for you, for sure. Namaste.